Call me a lister because I feel as though I have no other card to play other than to give in to my temptations. I tell myself and console myself, you're not alone. There are a lot of people out there who are involved in the same situation that you are. Who are you to be exempted? What's so special about you? See, my life is a shipwreck, and my advisor, the man whose voice cracks over the phone, tells me that for me to get rid of my addiction, I need to get myself into more and more of it. Iron sharpens iron, quench fire with fire. So he congratulates me with a voice that is so full of mockery, I am left puzzled and confused when he does so. See, I remember each and every day when my mother used to tell me that, just like the image of my mother that always came into my mind, remember my son, the streets have a steel pulse and are ready to pounce innocent people. They are ready to pounce on the innocent. But just like the girl next door, I choose to ignore it instead. Just like the girl next door, I took the time to go and stand by the window. At the window, I see my neighbors who happen to be the lodgers. I see my neighbors, and as far as I can tell, we are involved in the same situation. Which is that we are both just like the amphibians. Just like the amphibians, we tell ourselves that we got it all under control. But by the time that we get to the end of the week, we find ourselves involved in the mud, drenched in the mud of the lake by the seashores, just like the amphibians. See, I cannot deny that I've also watched pornography, but the problem with the kind of eyes that I have is like, they are just like those of a buck, the kind of eyes that can penetrate through to the deepest and darkest of parts. Now imagine that kind of vision as viewed through the presidential goggles. I believe that it is not only Takunda's tribulations. I believe that it is not only Chapi's tribulations, for we are many. See, I choose to be an old man and speak on behalf of my fellow brothers, for we are many. I know to you this may come as a breach of trust. The breach of trust that we agreed upon ourselves, that once we are done exploring the X-rated websites, we come and vote up our sensitive information in a vote. Only we know what the passcode 2 is. But do have mercy on your fellow brother, for we said and we agreed that this shall not be mentioned, come rain, come thunder. But we all know what happens when the baobab gets fed. It explodes. Kaboom. So, please, we all know what happens when passions gather. We know that I am human too, and please do forgive me for letting you out, but I know that this shall come to you as a savior. Confessions. These are confessions of an addict who has come to a point of realization that unless one comes to a point of speaking out, and coming to a point of realizing that unless one knows that it is just a laughing upon an obelisk, these addictions shall not come to an end. So I tell you, unless you come and take your gun of truth and aim it at your adversity, you're going to continue being addicted, and an addiction is going to lead to a point of no return, 6 feet under. So choose you now what you shall do. Choose you now who it is you're going to be, an addict or a former addict. Now, I tell you, it is only at a time when you come and tell yourself that unless I say no to any more of these plastic balls, my life will come to a point of success. Because right now you are at a point where you are loving just upon an obelisk and you're just walking across the maize stalks, a walk among the maize stalks. But I tell you this, unless you open up to someone, just like the mechanics, you cannot fix this yourself.